The world always changes, but one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight, fight with honor, because cowards die forgotten, and they wait for you. On the other side.
When will you pass through?
He's just excited.
Hello! Shadows of Archonia 2, our weekly World Without Number live stream campaign. My name is Steve Bushier, and I will be your game master for the evening.
Take off your shirt.
Good morning.
That's for our Patreon.
That's for My name is Alan. I'll be the howling Eddie Bones tonight.
Yes. I'll be the rat bastard.
Yeah,
there it is.
nice.
Rat bastard.
Hello, my name is Yuri. I am playing Cat Sally One Eye. Hey.
Bravo, bravo.
Yes.
Shout out to the
my name is Max, and I am playing Catrintian Briar.
That was really
I like
good.
that.
That was really good.
I don't even know what to. My name is Matt, and I'm playing a fox.
Get that fox out of here.
Where is he?
Hey, there he is.
Fox, ma'am.
The star is
Fox.
True fame. The fox wizard.
All those problems.
I'm wondering if I should take...
It's okay.
Oh, hello,
I feel
Ramon.
like I shouldn't be.
Misery.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, hello, welcome in.
And Misery, hey.
And misery.
I wonder if we should take Brinley out of the rotation on your name tag, since you don't actually ever play.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's kind of his own person now.
It's
Yeah.
True, true.
He'll come back tonight, maybe.
Although that was a good catch.
Oh my gosh, it was brilliant. Very well done.
Brilliant.
Who are you?
And I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Teacher, the true AI,
Chatbot.
the chatbot.
Who tells everyone about everything.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a point of discussion.
What? So I tell everybody everything?
No, that you haven't told us anything.
I'm a little intimidated to do the content warning tonight.
Why?
Because right earlier before you guys got here, I put on the Arkham Horror RPG actual play from the Good Time Society, and like the first 30 seconds of it, Ross Bryant, the GM, gives his content warning, and it's the new bar for content warnings. Everyone should look that up.
Well,
It's incredible.
you can't give us a little summary?
No, that wouldn't do it justice.
Okay.
Is it a long one?
No. It's just really cool. He managed to make it creepy and hilarious at the same time. It's great. Never seen him GM before. I know who he is. I've never seen him. Anyway, yeah, so there is a content warning here. This is a dark fantasy show intended for adults. So we use foul language. There are horror themes. There's descriptions of violence.
Taking people's eyes without the consent.
Right. I was going to mention that. Something that happened last night.
Consensual surgery.
That was
Consensual surgery
that was
last
so
Yeah.
good.
on a handicapped person.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But we made him better.
He did try to murder us.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There was no attempt of murder.
Listen,
It was
let's
only-
not sit here and justify everyone's actions
was only-
during the content.
How was that even happen?
I don't know how
That was weird.
Anyway, yeah, so stuff gets wild. There's one thing I didn't say, which doesn't happen much, but does happen, sexual content sometimes.
We need more sexual content.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
But if you like what we do, I'm going to put on some music here just to sort of get started. But if you like what we do, join our Discord. We have one. There's a link to it below the video you're watching. Whether you are on Twitch or YouTube, we are streaming live to both right now. If you want to watch our back episodes, go to YouTube for that. But yeah, we're all in the Discord. We also have this whole other show on Monday night called Tales from the Backlog, which has a rotating cast of players with a rotating selection of games. Currently, we're in the middle of... Oh, I don't have it up because I'm using it right now in the other room. But Root RPG, we got 2 sessions of that going on. Did one Monday, another one coming up. If you like what we do a lot, go join our Patreon. You can get over there. You can help support us for as low as $1 a month. I tried to do 50 cents, but they wouldn't let me. So yeah, every little bit helps. Yeah, that. And if you do join the Patreon, you get to see our pregame show, which we just recorded. We do it for 15 minutes immediately prior to this stream.
Fight,
We get drunk as skunks.
Yes.
some gambling.
We did.
Being not particularly noted for their drunkenness.
In theory, the pregame show is the show where we don't have to be like on, but as you can see, we're not
We,
really on.
we, we get very political during the pregame.
Oh yeah, a lot of arguments.
A lot of
Yes.
Yes, what everybody really wants is more randos giving their opinion on politics.
Especially on YouTube.
No, it's Dimension 20 versus Critical Role or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get into,
we
we
got-
can't even have that conversation. First, we have to convince Alan to watch either one of them.
I watched some Dimension 20, but I fell asleep.
Roland Familia is back. Welcome back, Roland Familia.
Yes.
Hello.
That anyway, that's it. That's the intro for this. Oh, we have merch. Shadowsarchonia.com. Do that. And
Merch.
let's get into our game.
Oh god, that was short. Let's go.
That's good.
What?
Where's the number?
9.
Wait, you just moved it.
What? Because it was
Hey,
inland.
you two, focus up.
Sorry. Hello.
We are in darkness. The type of darkness that most people rarely, if ever, experience. It is silence and a blackness that extends beyond having your eyes closed or being somewhere at night. It is a darkness from which no one would ever expect to escape, and somehow it is even darker than usual. We are someplace extra dark tonight because we are in the mind of Corinthian Briar. Before we proceed, Corinthian, describe for us your mother and father.
Humble people. My father specifically, he was of a lower caste in Lindermere years before, when caste was a very heavy thing there. Farmer, and there were a lot of, at least in Corinthian's youth, as he remembers it, a lot of social unrest. It was at the tipping point of something, and his family just wanted to stay away from it. Yeah, humble is honestly the perfect way to say it. His mom was more an advocate for things that involved bringing in people and having secret meetings and encouraging them, but Corinthian never really understood it. He just listened to conversations of social unrest. It's confusing. His mom was so fierce, while his father just really just wanted something where everyone felt safe.
And as your subconscious mind drifts across these early life memories, that last image of your father solidifies. It's been so long since you thought of anything in terms of what it looks like. And while you did have eyes at the time, you nonetheless hear only your father's voice. You hear him say, Corinthian. And you smell him. That smell that you don't necessarily even notice as a kid, but it's the smell of your father. And you feel his arms come underneath of you to lift you up. Big arms, like they would be to a child. And you hear in your father's voice the words, oh my God. Look at what he did to you. But you lose this image. You lose focus on it as you realize there are a strong pair of arms underneath of you. In your current state, it is difficult to find that exact line between sleep and awake, but you are crossing it. And as you wake up, you hear a voice saying, look at what they did to you. And you realize, using the senses that you have developed beyond sight, that you are being carried in the arms of Mach. Roll me a notice check.
It's the smell, really.
Your dad smells like Mach.
Oh, sorry, notice check. D6 is what we're doing. Whew.
Add wisdom.
Okay, 10.
Okay. So, I said carried, but Mach is not moving. He's holding you. By the sounds and the smells, you can tell two things pretty easily. It's nighttime, and most of the crew is asleep. And you're still in the brig, but the door is open. And Mach, standing up straighter than he normally would, says to you, I'm sorry that they have harmed you. We can undo it.
My ass. What my ass?
Yeah, so with that 10 notice check, I'll just apply it to this as well. Whatever else you may have felt physically up here, 100% confirmed by the fact that you know that you could see Mach before. And now you can see nothing at all.
Destiny, is that you? Is that you? left me alone.
You asked me to.
We made a deal. I was to be with... You were not to leave me alone.
Eddie Bones was more conniving than I thought. He did violence to you in a way that I was unable to anticipate.
You leave people alone is what you do.
I have not left you alone since the day.
Then where the fuck am I, if not alone?
You are in the arms of my servant Mark. And you are on a ship with over 200 of my other servants. You were violated by these people that think they know what's best. I have been cutting them slack because I know that they're doing what they think is right. But now they have violated you, and this will not stand.
What also will not stand is the fact that you, time and again, come into my life promising things that will not come to fruition. Time and again, I have asked for peace of this world, something that I see that you are attempting. But time and again, people are losing their lives.
It is because I am opposed by the very people I seek to save. You know this. You have traveled with them. You are on the verge of becoming one of them. Ask yourself, who put you in this cell? Who took from you that which I gave you? Did destiny do it? Or did those who seek to stop me? I hope you understand truly what it is like for me at all times. I live in the minds of millions of people, and I choose to spend my time tonight coming here to you because you are important to me.
Why me? Of all the people, everyone that you could ever influence, someone that came from absolutely nothing.
Everyone came from somewhere, Brother Briar. I chose you because you chose me. And the fact that you gave me so many years is meaningful to me. I know that you struggle now, that this crew of misfits has taken up arms. But I never promised that it would be easy to accomplish our goals. I only promised not to leave you alone.
Especially.
And that was God.
Don't mind me. You go on.
I would like...
Bless you again.
I would like one more notice check from you, Corinthian.
Uh, 13, 14, 15,
Not say, guys.
16.
16?
Yes.
Wow. Excellent.
2 6s.
Woo!
You have...
No, it's the
played-
best one.
Oh, no. Oh,
It's just a notice check, guys. Max has not yet revealed to us Wow. Okay. Max has not yet revealed to us which way this is going to go. But I am going to now reveal something new to Max.
Okay.
You've been just coming out of unconsciousness.
Yeah.
Which you were beaten into.
Yes.
And then after that, your body suffered a further trauma. So you have not been maybe 100% there so far. But as your grogginess is starting to leave you, you realize something that I said before that maybe you didn't parse out. Mock is in the room, and the door is open. And there is a smell of blood.
No.
Is he still holding me?
Yeah. He's holding you
Yeah.
like a bride.
I push him off and try to stand up.
He will help you stand.
Yeah, groggily, and I grab his shoulder. That smell. What is it?
Which one? Mock isn't big on bathing.
It's the blood. I take a wary step towards the door.
Don't worry, I only killed the ones guarding the cell. Mock can be quiet when he's not in control of his own body.
The others, where are they?
Which others? Sally and Eddie?
Yeah, teacher. You know how clever they are.
Sally and Eddie are asleep. Teacher is with Gertie.
I take another step. Understand this. If you try to fuck me one more time, I will come after you. Whatever power that you have, I will take from you. And I will turn this world into something better than anything that you could have ever turned it into. Hold that into your heart. I'm your ally for right now. Because I believe in what you can do for the peace of those around us. I let go of Mock and start walking.
Give me I'm actually going to say a straight intelligence roll. D20 plus intelligence.
Okay. Oh, which one to do? Okay. Don't let me down. Oh, speaking of letting down.
You should just leave that.
Straight intelligence roll is a 5.
Okay.
He's not intelligent by any means.
Right. So you have no idea what's happening. You fall over.
Oh.
You're not used to the changes in your body, not all of which you're aware of. You obviously know that they've taken the gems from your eye sockets.
Yeah.
But something else also happened to you and you're not aware of what it is. It's taking you time to adjust.
Is there any pain?
Your eyes, yes, they hurt.
Oh, that's a natural one. I try and stifle a scream, biting my tongue, until it starts to bleed as I just scream out loud as I just crumble and start to just sob.
Does this awaken anybody?
Well, here's the problem. As established, the 3 player characters who are on the ship sleep in private rooms. Eddie, you've been sleeping, we established this way back, in the infirmary. You kind of took that as a bedroom. Sally has her captain's quarters, and you're with Gertie in the bosun's quarters. Everyone else on the ship, on a ship like this, sort of modeled after the old British Navy, the way that they got hundreds of guys onto a ship that size is that, first of all, 2/3 of the ship is asleep when the other third's awake. And when you are asleep, you're in a hammock for which you have 14 inches of space. Every man, 14 inches, and then the next man. And so everyone is pressed against each other, sleeping. And
Very muffled.
If you exit the brig, that's the room you're in. And what Destiny said to you a minute ago, you know this ship has a crew of 500, a little less because some people died recently.
Sure.
200 of those people are Destinies.
Yeah.
So, yes, it does wake some people up. But of the people in this room, none of them are a problem.
Oh.
I would like Eddie, and only Eddie, to roll a notice check. Because of your heightened senses, it might wake you up from your room.
Oh.
Sally and teacher have no chance.
Okay.
Snake eyes.
So 4, 5, 6, 8.
It's such a poker face when you roll. I'm like, good, bad.
8 is a basic success. You wake up.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Okay.
God, not this again.
I wake up to a scream.
Yeah, a
Okay.
muffled scream.
Okay. And with what has transpired, I should definitely have a good idea of who's screaming, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Or at least you know that it's probably a good idea to go check.
How much did I sleep?
We will say that because of the circumstances, you guys got the equivalent of a full rest. Which also, by the way, means that my dude has 1 system strain available.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna head straight there now, because I'm worried. Yeah. Eddie's
When
gonna head straight there.
I look up to Mark and just say, "Is there anything I can do?"
You can trust me, and we will get you out of here. Eddie Bones, when you exit the infirmary onto the crew deck, you find about 100 people on their feet. Between you and the other end of the room, where Corinthian, Briar, and Mock stand next to the dead bodies of the 2 guards that Sally posted.
100 men are just standing there
Yeah,
between me and Mock and
yeah.
him.
And,
Do I see Mock at the end?
oh yeah.
Okay.
And
You did that.
you also notice that while some of the remaining crew is still asleep, others have been killed.
Okay, I can definitely tell how they were killed, right?
Throat slit. And the man next to them.
By another crew member.
Is anyone of note possessed by Destiny?
No, because
Okay.
all of the named NPCs happen to be from the old ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can definitely tell all these guys are being controlled right now.
I mean, they're not hiding it. They're looking at you with knives drawn. Pretty strong, Eddie. But this is 100 people.
100 men?
100 men. Some might be women, I don't know. But there's 100 of them. And it's not really them.
And we are below deck.
Below deck. Below you is the hold. Above you is the top deck. Also above you would be like the captain's quarters here, and I forget what you call it at the front. But there's 2 rooms that are on the same level as the deck. Sure.
100 men between me.
Yeah, more than that, but only 100 of them are awake.
You can take them.
Eddie considers his options within this few seconds. He's gonna look into the future and see if he can get past all 100 of these men quick enough to grab Brother Briar and take him off and take him somewhere.
Okay.
So I'm guessing what I'm visualizing is a long hallway, all these men standing in front of me, and Eddie's going to try to maneuver around them, jump over them, whatever he can, get to Brother, grab him, and then go through a window.
This is your Daredevil hallway scene.
So when you watch it, because you can see up to a minute, and you're only looking at essentially an action scene, which is way less than a minute. Yes, it's a long hallway. The walls of that hallway are sleeping people in hammocks. At the end of that hallway is Mock, and you want to run down to the end of it, get him, and try and get out a window.
Yeah, like grab him and jump out a window.
I'm going to say something off the top of my head. Roll a d8.
Interesting.
It's just how bad he dies, right?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
3.
3. Okay. In the time that you have available before doing something else, you are able to see 3 different permutations of this attempt. All 3 of them end with you failing to get him off the ship. The men stop you. Mock stops you. You don't die in any of them because you're pretty powerful. It takes a long time to kill you, but you cannot get him off unmolested in that way that you said.
And those 3 scenarios, what does Brother do?
Well, let's ask him. In one of them, you don't even get to him because the 100 guys stop you. In the second one, you get to him and do what?
Well, I'll try to grab him and go out the window.
So you just grab his body from where it is on the floor.
Yeah,
what would you do?
Because I'm trying to take him away from this situation.
Corinthian, what would you do in that situation?
In that scenario, I think I just rolled. I rolled a 3 to be up front. I don't think I could even, with how in pain I am, with eyes still trying to set in. I'm too weak to even fight you at this moment in that scenario. So you would grab me, but then probably Mock would take you down or something.
Yeah. And then in the third scenario, his reaction is unimportant because when you get to him, you also get to Mock, and Mock is able to stop you. And all the differences are basically like which direction you go around a person, like just 3 different sort of versions of the same attempt. So what you, Eddie, discern from this vision of the future is you're going to have to try something else.
That going straight to him is not an option.
Going straight to him is I mean, it's an option that's not going to work the way you want it to.
I'm gonna have to go get Sally. I think that's. Wait a minute.
And Brother Briar, I think so far you don't even know that Eddie's in the room.
How far away is Brother from me?
You know what? I've always just been abstracting the measurements of the ship, but let's just say if there's 100 men standing up, it's probably 120 feet.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's 100 feet because some of them will be next to each other. Yeah.
Okay. Dang. Yeah, because this situation. Yeah, because Eddie would have just went straight through, but he saw these visions and he saw the 3 attempts go poorly. So he's gonna have to try something else. Can I see what happens if I go get Sally?
How many times can you use
I don't
this?
think so.
I can use it 3 times per day.
I forgot about that when I said you saw 3 versions of it, but we'll just call it 1 for that. You know what? Yeah, you took all these abilities. Let's use them. We're gonna play out another. We're gonna play out another alternate timeline here.
Yeah. Right now, this is a pinnacle moment.
If you turn right now and leave this deck, they don't follow you. You know that. And you have 1 minute of time that you can see. I'll say it takes you 10 seconds of it to get to Sally's door.
And it takes you a minute to
It takes a minute. And so, and then I tell Sally, and I just say, half the crew is possessed by destiny. Mock is down there with brother. We need to save him.
And they've killed a bunch of people.
And they have killed many of the men.
Third sister, take it. This is not what I wanted to deal with tonight. Okay, so in this thing, Sally's going to ask you, what have you tried? Have you tried talking to them?
I already know it's not going to be a point.
Yeah, you didn't say 1 word.
Yeah.
Briar doesn't even know you were there.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this scenario, Sally goes down because she wants to talk to Destiny and see what he wants.
Okay.
If he would answer her through any of the crewmen.
I'd say your 1 minute of future time expires around the time Sally gets in there. What happens is, so did you want to do something within the minute? Because nobody's gone to get you.
I was going to say at this point, can I roll a notice to see if this has woken me up?
Sure.
Or,
Yeah. Eddie running down the hall.
Yeah. I imagine I'm somewhat on edge.
Yeah. Or running, through the ship.
Can I roll see if I notice?
Can Annan roll?
Guys, DC 75.
That's going to be a 12.
A 12. Yeah, you can hear Eddie's footsteps through the hallway, but that's about it. You can come out and check on it if you want.
Yeah, I feel like at a 12, I feel like it's fair to say I can get a sense that that's not a hey, let's stroll down the hall and check out.
I'll be nice and say that, because I'm trying. Well, this all has to fit in 1 minute.
Yes.
That's how far Eddie can see. But I'll be nice and say that you get to the hallway in time to hear him tell Sally everything.
Okay.
So Sally's heading down to the deck. What do you do when you first get in there?
I yell, Brother Briar, are you all right?
You, during the time that Eddie was upstairs, you probably heard his footsteps on the wood. And then you hear Sally in here. Also, I would say you're still a little disoriented.
Yeah.
But you've probably by now noticed that there's more blood than there was. You have just enough time to answer Sally's question before the minute expires. If it's a short answer.
You say,
Briefly summarize how you are feeling at this
Yes.
moment.
you say, Brother Briar, are you all right?
Yeah.
My ass. Where my ass?
And then 100 voices answer. They cut them out.
That ain't creepy.
And that's when the vision expired.
Fucking rad.
Boy,
All right.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. At this point, Eddie has seen these 2 visions. Did I? I didn't see Teacher on the way back.
Did you follow them?
yeah.
Yeah, you would have seen her.
I would have seen her.
Yeah.
So now I know about the Teacher probability now.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god, these probabilities.
Sorry.
Okay, this is Eddie's gonna try to kill two birds with one stone.
Okay.
He's gonna try to yell at brother from across the room, but try to yell loud enough that everyone on the ship can hear him. So he's gonna try to do that to wake up Sally and teacher. And he's gonna yell this to him. Brother, don't be a fool. Don't listen to Destiny. He's trying to... I'm here to help you. And I want to save you. That's all I've wanted to do from the beginning.
This is what you're really doing.
Yeah, this is what I'm really doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Roll a convince check.
Do I roll a notice check to see if I wake up?
And I yell this at the top of my lungs.
You wake up the whole ship.
Yeah.
The whole ship is awake.
4 and 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, another 10.
10.
10 convince. And I add to that. I know you're in a lot of pain, but just please trust me. We have to stick together. The real unity. Not some made up shit.
He cut your eyes out.
There will only be more bloodshed if you continue down this road.
There will be more bloodshed if you continue the way that you are. If it wasn't for...
Let me help you see. Please. You're not seeing.
You think my disability is something to be fixed, to be healed, and I've asked you to leave it alone. I have found power.
You two can be in the room by now.
I found power in who I am without my ass.
And is this the kind of power you want? To make men kill each other?
I want men. I want the world to be okay. To be in peace. You in this war with destiny fight gods, everything, even the gods themselves. It's murdered millions throughout the ages. Everywhere you turn, every stone you turn tells of a battle that happened, people that died, families that were lost, kids that lost their families, everything, people alone. What do we have? What do we have?
We have each other.
Is it enough? Is it?
I say this, and I drop my weapon to the floor. I try to do it as noticeable as possible because I know you can't see. I say, I'm here for you, brother. I'm not here because of destiny or anything like that.
You're here for your own self-interest, like everyone else, like even destiny.
If that was true, we would have left you days and months ago where you were.
We would have shot you dead.
Incorrect. If it was true that you cared about me, you would have listened to when I said, I don't want to be healed. I've never wanted to be healed.
And yet this is what happened. And it's not my fault or your fault. It's destiny's fault.
I would like...
It is Asarius' fault.
I think... Hold on a second. I think Corinthian and Eddie are too engrossed in their argument, and I think Destiny is sitting back because he's very confident that Eddie's going to lose this one. But for Sally and Teacher, I would like a notice plus wisdom.
That is an 8 for me.
That is a 9 for me.
Okay, I'm going to say teacher gets this, partly because teacher is the one that did it. He's yelling about, I don't want to be healed. Nobody healed him. In fact, you took away his prosthetics. Secondly, a moment ago, Destiny said that they cut out your eyes. It occurs to you to maybe ask Corinthian Briar what happened to his original eyes.
Nice. Good.
I will do exactly that, as the DM suggests, and just say, without shouting as calmly as I can, but projecting across the room, Brother Briar, what happened to the eyes you were born with?
What?
The eyes you were born with. Where did they go?
What does that matter? What?
We didn't heal you. We didn't change you. We removed the thing that was infesting you and turning you against yourself, taking you over like a parasite. You are free to make your own decisions now. There is no destiny inside your head. If you wish to go back, if you wish to change your mind, you can. But I want to know what happened to the eyes you were born with.
Now, you actually
Yeah.
don't know. It occurred to you recently that it is quite possible, given what you know of Destiny, that you cut out your own eyes during a period of time that you cannot remember. But what you do know is one night you went to sleep with eyes and woke up in a lot of pain with these orbs in your head instead. The story you told yourself for years was that your eyes had been transmuted.
I don't know. I don't know.
All I can say, brother, is that we have offered you friendship. We have offered you allyship, even though we know that you are allied, or were an ally, a servant of the thing that's seeking to destroy us.
Where are my eyes?
We offered you friendship, and look what Destiny has offered.
I gave you new eyes for the purpose of fulfilling our mission. You were able to accomplish more with what I gave you than what you had before.
Can we hear this?
Of course.
Okay.
This is all spoken.
So Mock is saying this. Or is
You know
it
what?
all-
It's irrelevant who's saying it. Someone in probably Mock, but
Maybe it's coming from like one sentence here, one sentence there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is the pain that I'm feeling now the same pain that I would have felt when I cut out my own eyes?
No. Because what they did was they took out prosthetics.
Okay.
Before, you actually cut out a body part.
Understood. Because I know pain, specifically, I don't know, there's like a whole memory thing with pain.
Sure, yeah.
Could, because this is related, I roll a no check to try at least to remember or break through that fog of...
Ooh, you know what? Yeah, roll that.
Okay.
And I'll say, you are in pain because you've never taken them out, right? Like,
Yeah.
imagine if you had a glass eye and you never took it out, and then years later someone took it out against your will. Like that, it hurts, but it's not the same.
Okay, well, that is looking like it's going to be bad, but I can reroll failed non-combat skills. That's instant action. Better. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You are able to push through that fog. And I think when you do it, you realize that it is because there had been something preventing you from remembering, and that thing is no longer present.
Correct.
It's still foggy because it wasn't you making the decisions involved, but it was your body, and you did see your own hand with a knife as you stood there and cut out your own eyes, far away from your house, at night, in the woods, so that the blood would not be visible when you woke up.
While he's having his revelation, I am looking across what is the people who are already on their feet with all this shouting going on. What is happening right now amongst the other NPCs in the room?
I would like for you to roll a notice plus intelligence.
Okay.
May I roll that same roll? Because I'm taking note of every face at this moment.
You may, but you're going to notice different things.
Yeah.
8.
Okay. I want to hear what Sally says first.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, so you can remember a lot of the faces. I mean, you've been on a ship with these guys for weeks. You know, you don't know them all by name because a lot of them are pretty new. Actually, I guess it's only been a couple of weeks, but you're going to remember a lot. And you definitely see some of the people that you've spoken to lying dead in their hammocks now with their throats slit. Of course, there's the crew that was on duty upstairs, and there's still a lot of people on the ship uninfected. But teacher, you can detect them now.
Yep.
And you see that everyone who's standing up is infected.
Yep.
And it crosses your mind with your 9, was it? 8.
8.
It crosses your mind to wonder why Destiny is allowing this conversation to go on so long and only participating sporadically.
Huh.
Okay. Is there?
Well, let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
You can see that aura of who has the nanites.
Yep.
They are activating and deactivating on and off throughout all these guys. And for a lot of the conversation, they're almost like it's almost like in low power mode.
Yep.
What you think with that role is that Destiny is distracted by something somewhere else. He came here to get Brother Briar, and this was going to be his big move, but something else has gone wrong. Oh. And now he's distracted.
I wonder what.
So,
All right. Quick question. So 100 guys on their feet, give or take. How many dead and how many still? I imagine there's people are waking up. And are these 100 the only ones that are infected with nanites? Mock, obviously.
There were 100 asleep in the room, which means there may be more on duty.
Yes. Yeah, just in the room.
In the room, yes. Nobody who's still asleep is infected. Sally, please roll percentile.
Let's see. That is this. And a D20? No, a D10.
D10 and a percentile. I wanted 1 to 100.
62.
Who dead?
dang.
You dead, and how many on our side, awakening or still asleep?
They're still asleep.
Are any of those part of my cell groups?
Oh, who were the names of those leaders?
It was Batson.
Batson and Buck Slater, right?
Yeah.
And I know that they had the other dragon items, but remind me what the groups were for?
Groups were to recruit amongst the crew and to create a cell, and if something goes horribly wrong, they were going to be my backup.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was your question a moment ago?
Fine.
Yeah, there was one.
So there's 100
Sorry, I got distracted.
of the crew. There's approximately 100 on their feet that are infected. There's 63 that are dead. How many are left alive? And are they waking up at this point?
270-ish still asleep.
Okay.
People who were waking up that weren't infected are the ones who had their throats slit.
Okay. Yes.
So yes, they're not. Nobody new is waking up right now.
Okay.
These are sailors. They're used to sleeping through people barking orders to whoever's on duty. Like they're staying in bed.
Okay.
5 more minutes.
Yes, sir.
Upon learning this revelation, as I understand it, I need a minute for assassination.
Yeah,
Mock is right next to me.
he is. I would like. I know where you're going with this, obviously. But before you do, I want a notice plus constitution.
Okay.
Check.
Notice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a 7, but once again, reroll failed.
Can you use that as many times as you want?
It says reroll failed non-combat skills as an instant action.
You have to
Per scene. There's no commit. This is part of my expert.
Okay. Well, I'll be generous and pretend this is a different scene.
Okay, so that's
It's been a long scene.
so that's 9. Because I have a -1 in my con.
Okay. So what you notice as you start to think about assassinating Mock is that you are capable of doing it. Which means the abilities that you have to perceive people around you despite your lack of sight are still functioning.
Oh.
In fact, with that roll, you realize a step further, all of your abilities are still functioning, except for 2. You can no longer see who's infected with destiny,
Right.
and you can no longer transmit that infection with a ritual.
Bestow. Empyrean.
No Empyrean is gone.
Interesting. Okay.
So your assumption, maybe you don't have time to process all this, but your assumption that those abilities was coming from him was incorrect.
There's a bloom of freedom there. And there is, in the back of my head, an understanding. He's doing this all wrong. I'm gonna make this better.
Okay.
And with my chains, I throw it around Mock's leg, trip him. I'm still on
You
the
don't
ground.
have any weapons in there.
He had a sword last week.
Yeah, we took it. I would.
After he tried to,
He did cut a bunch of runes in the floor.
yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I still have a lot of my basic fighting skills.
I would
So,
say that, but no weapons.
with my
Yeah.
chains,
true.
after tripping him, I'm going to roll on top of him, grabbing the chain and break his neck.
Mock's neck?
Yes, assassination.
Wow.
A minute of understanding and perceiving him gives me this.
But there's a rule about he might not die instantly. It's like he's going to take a huge amount of damage, but maybe.
Yeah, you can have your weapons.
We haven't done one of these in a while. Let me look it up.
Unless you'll allow me an elven dagger.
I mean, you can have it. It doesn't do anything
All
special.
right, whatever.
Okay, let's see. Execution
I've
tag.
never used an assassination, so this is the first time I'm like,
So, do you have an extra ability called assassination?
no, this is
Just the execution.
So
sorry, the execution attack. Yes.
So it's a
I think if it's a minor NPC, it just instantly, but if it's like a major one,
Mock major.
That's not part of it. A melee execution attack will always hit, so we know you hit.
Yeah.
And I think what it is he gets a con save. If the execution attack hits, which it does, the target must make an immediate physical saving throw at a penalty equal to the attacker's combat skill level.
My combat skill level?
You're using stab for this since you're using a weapon.
yeah.
Okay, so that's -4.
-4?
-4.
Oh, -4 for him.
Yeah.
There's a 4 in stab?
Yes, I have been pumping up.
Stabby.
I'm a very stabby
Waiting
stabby.
for this.
And then with War Curse and Ill Fate, that will be another -3. So 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have killed Mock.
Wow.
Oh,
I liked him. He was a good mascot.
You just can't do anything right.
What's up?
I won't let that happen.
You can't. How are you going to stop it? You're on the other side of the room.
6 seconds.
Unbelievable. You've already. Hold on.
No, listen, both of you guys. For the execution attack, for the Omega 13. The cup's over here.
sorry, it's right there. Middle.
Oh,
He said, "Be
Leave it alone.
careful with it."
It's going to break. Let go.
Let go. It's fine. It's fine. It's already broken. It's
I've been gluing
fine.
it all day, over and over.
Steve was sitting here at this table for 15 minutes holding that.
Oh, more than once.
Yes, multiple times.
Anyway, what was I saying? So you executed Mock. He fully died. In his psychic vision of the future.
Yeah.
6 seconds earlier, what happened?
yeah. I see all that happen. I'm like, no! And now,
Sorry, timeline-wise, it's this. It takes a full minute to set up.
Yeah.
You can only react in the last 6 seconds of the minute as you see him killing.
sorry.
It's fine.
It's all right. It was already broken.
Tsunami.
Okay.
I just failed to fix it correctly.
I'm gonna attempt.
The ship failed its check.
I'm gonna.
Now we know what Destiny was doing.
Well, as he's gonna try to do it, Eddie's gonna. I'm gonna. How much headroom is in here?
Oh, good question. I'd say it's probably as much as this room here, which is like 7 feet.
Eddie's gonna quickly turn to a bat and fly over everyone, and he's gonna yell at Mock.
Evasion save.
Do I get any bonuses because I'm a bat?
I would say yes, but you're dodging 100 attacks. So just one save, you'll be fine.
Give us 100 saves.
Brother.
Wow. Fly like the wind.
Okay.
Like a bird.
8 on the bat.
Flap, flap.
Yeah, your evasion's got to be like 6 right now.
What's
less.
evasion? I don't see evasion.
It's one of the
Save.
saving throws.
Oh no. Okay, I didn't roll evasion. I rolled 2d6.
Oh yeah, roll a d20.
You just gotta beat a 5, friend.
Okay, 6 on the die.
Oh, wow. So you almost eat it. You get pretty much all the way across the room,
And I yelled to Mock to watch out.
and you can yell to Mock to
Mock is
watch out.
controlled by Destiny, right?
Yeah, but Destiny can also hear. So he will turn around and see the execution coming.
Yeah, and since he's aware, he can't get executed. Because he has to be unaware.
This is what happens. Eddie, let me ask one question. What happens, Eddie? In bat form, you get across the room. Do you turn back or do you land? What happens?
I attempt to land on Brother Briar.
As a bat?
Well, no, I like fly over there, and I want to transform back and land on top of him, and like as a werewolf.
Okay, I'm gonna give him this. You can't.
Yeah.
He's gonna step out of the way because he has that ability, which I've shot down a couple times in the past. But this
Dangerous
is exactly what it's for.
Yeah.
He's gonna move out of the way. However, you've saved Mock, and Brother Briar, Mock, and 100 other people will turn to look at you and say, just in Mock's voice, "I see. We are done then."
You took.
And he's gone. Mock's back to normal. Everyone's back to normal.
Do they all fall to the floor or something?
No, they all just like, what the fuck?
Everything from me.
I did?
I'm going to. I'm assuming there's gotta be some sort of bell to wake people up.
Yeah, you can wake people up. Yeah.
Wake up!
I fall to my knees and start just punching the floorboards until my knuckles bleeding.
Don't fight the ship.
If you wait a minute, you can assassinate them.
I assassinate the floorboards.
Who killed everyone?
Who's you?
Oh, killing in my sleep again?
It wasn't you, Mock. It was Destiny. Destiny was controlling you.
Leave me to myself. This whole conversation is going to be
I
anything
can't
else.
have.
Then lock me up, throw me fucking off the...
I have greater things to worry about than you right now, Brother Briar.
Captain, you must see to them. I will help Brother Briar.
If you would.
Yes. And I'm going to physically, gently, but absolutely like unbreakable grip, lift you up by the shoulders and frog march you back. Let me, like, what? I'm going to look for the nearest available private area away from all of the death and blood. If that's back into the cell.
The cell.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're going back in the cell. Door, going to leave the door open. Just sit down on the bed and just sort of hold you in place, facing the sitting next to you, but turned away from everything going on behind us. And let you just have a moment here.
Mock is going to look at you, Eddie, and say, well, did I kill them?
It looks like it. But again, you weren't you. Somebody was controlling you.
Well, that is what you would do if you wanted to kill people. Take over Mock.
Yes.
But he's going to point to one of the guards. I liked him.
I'm sure he liked you too.
Who control me?
Destiny. The thing we're fighting. Fucking.
What is that?
Eddie's gonna try his best to explain Destiny,
I think.
but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
So he's basically just gonna say he's someone we're trying to find that's controlling people, and he.
I think what you're going to get from Mock in this conversation is that this whole time, Mock never understood that destiny, the word destiny, was being used as a being's proper name. Because before you called it that, you were already talking about destiny and fate and everything. Mock just thought that that's what everyone was talking about the whole time, and he didn't really know what you guys were doing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, I promise I'll find a way to make sure that person doesn't take control of you forever.
I think now that it's starting to sink in for him, you see Mock getting very, very angry. And I am going to ask Brother Briar, what do you think you will do sitting in this brig, the door open, Mock outside being educated by Eddie Bones, Sally
Dealing with crew burial.
Yeah. And trying to even get people to understand what just happened. Teacher still holding you, when all of a sudden you perceive nothing bad, probably.
And then I explode.
Teacher blows up.
And you all get powers.
You perceive something that you were kind of barely aware you were perceiving already, almost like a radar through the center of your chest, pointing at where Mock is. And as you hear Mock's voice go, something that was here flickers out for a second.
What?
What is it?
What?
Brother, what is it? What do you sense?
I want to try to calm Mock down if I can.
Sure, how?
Wait, what?
I try to make him remember the day when we first met, and I say, "Remember when I killed that sharp tooth back then?"
Oh, yeah.
It's like that's
Land Before Time.
yeah. And I say, "That's what we're gonna do to Destiny. I promise."
Where is he?
I don't know, but as soon as I find out, I'll tell you.
Cowards! Hi!
The rage he's feeling flickers something in me.
It flickered something in him. It was you detecting something outside of yourself in his body.
But then I say to Mock, "This is." Well, I'm actually going to be saying this to Sally. I'm going to say, "What are we going to do?"
I'm probably up on deck dealing with cleanup. And I'm going to be frank with you and say, I can't, Eddie, I don't know, I messed up. I should have foreseen that. I didn't know that this was something Destiny could do, that he could just take over all of our crew like this. I lost really good people, Eddie. Really good people.
Yeah.
I can't keep any crew that I know that has Destiny in them on the ship any longer. It's a hazard.
I try to remember. Didn't brothers say that there were people that were not infected, but now they were?
No. So here's what it was. The old ship, the smaller ship that you had, everyone who was on that crew was uninfected, which you knew from Ann Beck. He had that song that he could use that would break people out of the mind control temporarily.
Yep.
And he tried it on everyone, and the only person infected at that time was Mock.
Yep.
And Zora Azir.
Yeah. That's right. That's fucking right.
So then, when you got the Wayfarer to Linnermere and you took on crew from Linnermere, now all of a sudden you have a crew of 500. And at the time, you didn't have Annan with you anymore, so you had no way to test to see who was infected and who wasn't. You already knew 63% of the world, but you could not test individuals. So it was literally impossible for Sally to know who was infected and who wasn't.
But now I know who some of them are.
Right. And it was not until you got to Queer, I believe, that it was revealed that Brother Breyer could see who was infected.
Yeah.
So he knew the whole time that there were people infected, but he didn't know it was bad at the time. He also didn't tell anyone that he could tell. You knew you had infected on the crew, but you didn't know it until they were already.
And I didn't know the extent.
Yeah.
And do I know at this point that teacher could sort of sense who they are?
You do know that, I think, right? You've told them that you can sense the nanites?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she can see them.
And I made note of, of everybody in the, up on deck I
am going to have to, I don't know, Eddie, when I first got this ship, I was so excited to be a captain, sailing the seas, exploring, but I didn't want my crew, they didn't even have a chance to fight. Slit in their throats like punks.
And the people who did
like pigs to the slaughter.
The people who did it are now helping carry them up on deck.
Oh, yeah.
They came to themselves with bloody knives in their hands.
And these were friends, crewmen. It's like having my older cousin Jax right next to me, having slit his throat or him slitting my throat. It's just...
Well, I guess we'll have to port and
Well, we're at Quirk, right?
You are at Queer.
Oh, we haven't lifted off yet? No.
No.
Right. We're gonna have to do a cleansing then.
And I don't know if it's I know teacher could tell who's infected, but I don't know if we're able to even put a stop to it yet. I mean, I know one eye, but I don't know if it's possible to make everyone Archons like you, Eddie, to stop the infection.
Also, you have no reason to believe that would work on them. It only
On
works
everyone.
on the werewolves.
So Sal is okay right now. He's not infected.
That was okay.
But I have werewolves problems.
Yeah.
And between having to but knowing that both you and my dad are going to be wolfing out at least 4 times a month,
Sounds like bro time.
I can't have another mutiny, a silent mutiny like this on hand. I need to get rid of everyone who's infected off my ship at this moment.
All right, Captain.
So we're going to put a pin in that. And we are going to visit the planet Nebulon. There's a thing you don't get to say too much. Atharius, you're a little fox in a high-tech lab with a bunch of angelic beings
You're so cute.
Did you find anything yet?
on another planet.
Yeah, I wonder what.
The rock is
I
talking.
bet you they're having a good time on the beach somewhere.
God.
Chilling.
And I
With their fucking luck? Come on.
Yeah, right?
can't wait to see this guy again.
There's no
Let me
fucking
put
way.
on some better music for you guys.
Okay.
We need some sci-fi space music.
Nah. You guys are in space. You got to have some adventure.
Nice. I'm going to demand some snacks. I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten in forever.
Sure.
Beer. You need beer.
Some
Space beer.
That's included in snacks.
Just rub it in my face, why don't you?
What is this planet called?
Nebulon?
Oh, wait, I'm
Actually, oh, you're asking in character. The Lantern Archon that was here is going to float up to you. He said, "This is the planet Nebulon. We are here because it has the highest technology available to us in the known galaxy."
Looking at, I think,
My name is Cyclone.
Cyclone?
Cyclone.
Cyclone.
Cyclone, dude, come on.
They call me Cyclone sometimes as a nickname, but I don't like it.
Are we on the Gattaca?
Call it Cyclo. It drives it nuts.
Nice. Just kind of scanning over all the technology. Obviously, I haven't seen anything like this. Probably forever. But I like what can I make? Can I make heads or tails? I'm trying because
I don't think you have the necessary memory of the tech to really figure it out yet.
Psycho, what have you tried on it?
Cyclone. My name is Cyclone.
Forgive me, I'm gonna get that wrong a lot because I've just terrible names.
I understand. Oh, you're a fox.
Yeah.
You must have summoned Renly to be able to speak.
Oh yes, I'm so not. I forgot.
The Archons
Yes.
communicate.
Yeah.
I've been so used to just talking to. So he's probably just heard me squeaking for a little while, and then
Yeah,
he
and then
shows
I
up and it's like,
yeah.
oh, he's.
Very kind to it.
Here's what he'd say. He's
Wait.
translating for me.
Yeah. So yeah, then Renly still talks to people, but Cyclone will say, "We have been trying to pair the technology of Nebulon with our understanding of arcane magic. It has not been terribly successful. There are some among us who remember the Second Age, when you first created this fusion of arcane and tech. There were others at the time that did so, but us Archons were not involved in such areas of study. It is why we have been seeking your aid, but you were captured. And now somehow you've escaped on your own. We had a whole plan. Grieve, one of our number, was in contact with the crew that you were sailing with back on Archonia.
You guys can contact?
Well, yes, there's occasionally we can. They formed a whole rescue plan involving multiple races and captains, and you escaped on your own. They're a little confused right now, last we heard, about what to do with their huge crew of would-be rescuers.
Well, we're not worried about that at the moment. They can just relax for a little bit, sit on the beach.
I'm sure that they have a load off their minds.
Fantastic. So, I may not be able to help you with this technology right now. It's been forever, and I forget people's names after 5 minutes, so it's kind of hard to
Yes.
call anything along how I made it. What the fuck was I thinking?
We do have one piece of technology that is an ancient form of arcanotech that may help you. It's called an enhancement board. We were planning to send one to your friends, but we can produce another one here.
Okay.
It may aid you in remembering what you've forgotten.
Oh. How difficult is that to make, or how long is that?
It will take a couple of days to get it ready.
Can I have two? Two.
What would you do with the second one?
Be more enhanced?
No, you can't have two.
Can I have one? I say from the ball.
Well, if you ever get out of there, which is our goal, you can use the same one that we're making.
So I would be
single-use items.
I would be able to remember everything from my past.
Well, it's perhaps different for you, Lord Lord. You've never had to use an enhancement orb on a deity.
First time for everything.
Well, we should probably take it a little slow, because you know what happened last time? Something happened to you.
Everything is so slow with us. We need to act.
Says the guy in a ball.
I'm sorry, I was doing my best to just roll with the punches after you got stuck in a ball. Sorry, that was a little mean.
That was kind of mean.
I'm sorry about that. I'm just.
You get out of the ball.
He's just badass.
I adapted some old magic tech and kind of made my own new thing with it. It was kind of a mistake. I wasn't quite going for what I got, but it still worked.
As Sally once said, magic fingers.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this helps, but what I saw from here was you exiting Lord Lorien's ball.
Oh, that's interesting. I kind of used him as a tether because I was trying to the spell I was trying to make didn't quite. You know how science works? You kind of sometimes land on a different result. I was trying to just get something to get me out of the ball, and this one landed me all the way in another planet, so I had to use my friend here as a tether.
I think I understand.
Yeah.
Perhaps partially. The tests that we have done with Lord Lorien have shown that he was unable to.
Did he tell you to call him that?
No, they just call me that.
He is a god. We are Archon. We serve the god.
Oh, okay. So
I've asked that they call me Anin or just Lorien, but Lord Lorien.
The tests that we were running with him demonstrated that he was unable to cast spells that affected anything outside of his container.
It's true.
If you used him as a tether, perhaps from your container, you were able to reach his container and transfer there. If they are related arcanotech, then perhaps that facilitated that connection. At which point you would then be in a ball unlike the one you were in. It was designed to hold a mortal. This one was designed to hold a divinity. And so when you were in it, it couldn't hold you.
So what you're saying is, if we had a ball that holds mortals, and we put him in that one, we can get him out.
I wasn't saying that, but I think that might be right.
Whoa. But then who would we...
Now, where do we get a mortal ball?
The only known one is the one you were in. Well, and there's 2 eyeball-sized ones that the one guy has.
So I would be stuck in here for much longer.
There is a minion of destiny currently traveling with your friends who has 2 red...
You're talking about that Briar bitch?
Yes, the Briar bitch. He is a very bad person.
I fucking knew it!
He is just the worst.
Fucking knew it!
We've warned Grieve repeatedly, but Grieve keeps saying, "Oh, I'll let them know later."
Yeah, communication seems pretty slow. And intergalactic, interplanetary communication. Anyway, so what you're saying though is that there is a easier Omnium Binding Stone for humans, or for mortals, that we can get our hands on, because the one I came out of is surrounded by basically every dragon ever, so that's not going to be a possibility, at least an easy one.
Fair. Yes, we could potentially get a hold of the other 2.
Cool. How do we get back to my planet?
I don't think that that's a wise move.
How not?
I can do it.
How not?
That planet is run by destiny.
So we would just be far removed from the actual fighting until when?
It is not our goal to fight. It is our goal to cure an infection.
Yes, and to actually cure an infection, we have to get right in it.
Once we have the cure, yes. We do not want to be someplace where...
We have the cure. Asarius is out.
And now that he is out, we hope very much that together we can come up with a cure that we can then take to Archonia. But for now, I think perhaps the more prudent course of action is to bring your friends here with the balls.
Whoa. That would be kind of crazy.
I can do that.
All of us in space, that's
It will
wild.
take roughly 16 hours plus minus a couple hours to explain to them what's going on.
With the spell.
Yes, I can go there and I can bring a certain amount of people back, assuming that I'm undisturbed for 8 hours.
Well, that would certainly be more useful than my idea.
What was your idea?
Well, I heard that they are flying on Greybeard, the Erman's old ship.
I'll try.
Can that make it here?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
they can just fly up.
Man,
Is there a...
we never tried flying high enough.
That's...
Air. We need air.
Wait, so, like, is there some buttons or things they need to do, or do they just literally fly up and they go?
They just fly up.
I have a spaceship.
I guess you have to... No,
I guess
there you go.
We're going to take our break right here.
Spaceship.
Bravo. Bravo.
You know what probably happens when we hit the atmosphere? Something.
Cheers.
We're back.
I hate you, Alan.
What?
What happened now?
I didn't do anything.
Why do you hate Alan?
I said I'm... Did you not hear me say much love?
He's causing drama.
No.
I'm gonna go talk to Brother Briar.
It's just a prank,
I'm
bro.
gonna go
You
talk
say
to
much
Brother
love.
Briar right now.
And sucker punch him?
All right.
Dab.
All right. You know what? Yeah.
Much love.
You are going to talk to Brother Ryder right now, but we're not doing that scene yet because I think Sally needs some time.
Yeah.
What's going on with Sally?
Clear out the ship.
Sally is going through a little bit of a what to do moment. So she's talking to Green Gertie. Like, Green Gertie, how goes the sea burials? What time are we going to be ready with everyone?
Sea burials. So far, all that has happened is that the dead have been brought up on deck and wrapped up If you want to bury them at sea, you will have to take the ship down to the water.
We will.
Okay.
Like proper sailors and pirates.
So, Gertie... well, no, Gertie's not going to have to tell you this. You would know this. It is not the bosun's job to conduct the sea funerals. It is yours.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I have a speech ready.
All right. I think Gertie is going to say, you know, we should have the whole crew on deck for this.
Yes, and we're normally, I think it's the bosun's job to play the pipes.
I don't really do that.
I think teacher's been learning the lute.
Buck Slater can play the flute.
We'll have Buck Slater play. We'll do the regular rites. Do we have someone who's like a cleric who can like send them off to the Three Sisters?
The closest thing we have to a cleric on the ship was Briar. And half the crew seem to think he's the one that killed everybody.
He was part of the reason for it.
Yeah, maybe we should keep that under wraps. We're having a hard time right now, Sally. Nobody's taking action yet, but look at these men. Some of them killed others.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't their fault, but we can't keep them on board the ship.
Yeah, and if we don't take care of it fast, the problem might solve itself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, they deserve to see the work of their hands. They were also crew people. We'll do a one-ship crew burial, and then we're going to drop them off we're going to leave them at Quark. If the Quark guns will take them.
Okay. Sally, you said you have a speech. Do you actually have a speech? It's fine. We can do it with a
Yes.
Speech.
speech.
Come on, Captain. What do you have to say?
We fight an enemy we cannot see, who turns friends into foes, an enemy who turns father against daughter, lovers against lovers, friend against friend. We send you off into the night. Sleep well. May you fare well in the next life. Sleep well, and may there be a swift wind, bright sails to take you into the warm embrace of the mother. We send you off into the night, but you will not be forgotten. Small comfort, but we vow what's left of us to avenge you. Rest well, my crew, my friends, my brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Cheers, Captain.
Cheers, Captain.
Cheers.
Cheers, Captain. You give me a connect plus charisma.
There's charisma. I do have a skill in connect, I believe, but I have no charisma. That is a 9.
A 9.
I'm willing to spend a coin to make that a 10.
I'll also spend that coin.
Oh, thank you, friends.
9.
You haven't been with us for quite some time. You still need to earn keep.
Earn your keep. Your speech is sufficient to keep the crew who did not wake up with bloody knives in their hands from attacking those that did. For now,
That's impressive.
everyone takes your word for it that it was someone else's fault.
And I tell the crew, unfortunately, there are some of you, it's out of your control, like someone who drinks too much and becomes very drunk and loses
Everyone
control.
just looks confused at you for a second when you say that.
And then I'm like, unfortunately, those who raise their knives I know you didn't want to do it, but I cannot keep you on my ship any longer. I will pay you your wages, and I'll give you some silver to send you on your way. I wish you well.
Just go.
Walk the plank.
I would say with that 10 on Connect, the majority of the people in question go pack up their things voluntarily. And with teachers' help, you can of course spot each and every person and make sure that they're all off. There are more than 100. There are 200 people on the ship infected. There were only 100 in that room.
So I think when I did the math, so I might have only 248 left if we had about 300.
Yeah.
62 dead.
The Queercons agree to get these men back to human lands as soon as possible. Tells you that it is his.
Good night.
It is in thanks for saving his people.
Can I make a special request, Captain?
Of course.
Can one of these Queercons please take Mock back to the Ur?
Wow. Wow.
They will do that if you ask them to.
Just give me a second to say. Just give me some time to say goodbye to.
Yeah, because the thing is, Mock did not come on deck for the funeral. I think Mock stayed with you.
Oh. Okay.
Because you were in. I assume you didn't let Briar out of the cell, right?
Yeah. Probably still in there.
No, not with Destiny still with my crew.
Okay.
Yes.
Mock would have stayed there.
And I would have stayed there too.
Okay.
I think teacher had thought, well, maybe I should stay with him. Earlier. And she does, at a certain level, blame herself for leaving Briar unattended to wake up in the state that he's in for what occurred. And so I have not left you in your cell.
Okay.
Misery says, if only my mom said something so passionate when she threw me overboard.
To misery?
So, is it okay if I'm going to go down there?
Well, there's something I need to resolve with Mock before you do.
Okay.
That's why I'm cutting in.
Okay.
So, Brother Briar. Well, first of all, teacher, did you close the door? Or did Sally have the door closed?
I think that in the time that it is taken to kind of get everything cleaned up, I have closed the door but left it open a crack to make it clear that it's not locked. Briar's not a prisoner. We're just going to have a little privacy right now.
Mock is outside pacing back and forth, still pissed as hell. Eddie did his best to calm him down, but Mock's still just thinking on this thing of like, someone took me over and used me to kill my friends. And Mock is going to peek in for a minute after thinking way too long about it. Open the door and say, Briar.
What is it that you want?
Mock, what is it? I'm kind of shifting into a defensive.
You work for Destiny.
He does not. Not anymore. That is why this attack occurred.
But he did.
Yes. And when his chain was cut free, Destiny struck us back.
Teacher, you do not speak for me in this. I work for Tekoa. I work for the collective. I work for people, for peace.
Crew say that when you were his, you did a ritual, a spell to make them have destiny?
I don't know.
You do know now.
And he has not done that since.
Undo it.
I don't have the powers to do what you're asking.
Why? Take it away. You put it in, take it away.
Mock, there are some things that one does that cannot be undone. One can hurt, one can maim. Some injuries heal, some do not.
If I could take back all that I have done since learning about Tekoa, I don't even know if I would, because it gave people hope to be something for each other, to be better.
Maybe we don't take quite this take with Mock.
You,
Not a guy for nuance.
if I kill Brian, I cannot unkill him. But if I pick him up and move him over, I can put him back. Is destiny like killing, or is it like pudding?
Balance of pudding.
It is an interesting question. Mock, I believe you have struck to the very heart of things. Because the question is, how do we free people from destiny's influence?
There was a rage that he had that sparked, that I noticed there was like a spark of something. Mm-hmm. Is that still there?
Roll a notice plus wisdom, and I'm going to give you a +2 for asking the right question.
Yes. I would also like to check him for is Destiny taking control of him in this moment? Is this Mock or is this Destiny speaking?
So you said notice?
Yeah.
7.
Notice
8,
plus
9,
wisdom and add +2.
12, 13.
So in the moment when his rage fluctuates, you sense this flickering. It's not seeing and it's not hearing. It's not even that glow that you got when you had the stones in your head. It's something else. It's very faint. You can barely notice it. But there's something there that reminds you. It almost works like the way that you sense it is almost like your danger sense. It's like it's like a physical sensation. It's just very, very faint. You feel it with your heart the way you would if you reached out with a hand like this.
So he's pretty mad right now. Is it flickering?
It got, when he got mad, when you said I can't, that he got madder and it flickered then.
Just like you, I was controlled.
I know.
But you don't know is the thing. You, who are so simple-minded, can't even comprehend what it is to be controlled, to have your consciousness just the precipice of actually understanding what you are doing.
I understand!
You understand nothing.
I killed my friend! The flicker is so strong. It's like something blinks out at you for a second.
I don't even know if this is correct. Can I try and because I'm connected to people almost spiritually, specifically when it comes to like ill fate and war curse, where those things I inflict are connected there. I turn that spiritual side into something physical where it feels sluggish, it feels heavy. Can I attempt to try and manipulate that and grab onto it?
Yes. Roll magic. Plus, I'm going to let you choose what mental stat.
I'm a very wise person, so I'm going to do magic and wisdom.
For Corinthian.
I'm also going to put in my Iteral Pact here, because I feel like the iteral pacting still has that manipulation of magic, so I'm going to do that +1 to the skill. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15.
You have it. Whatever it is that's inside Mock, you have it. What are you going to do with it?
I'm very curious. I'm holding on to something red.
Yeah.
I feel it. There's this shame that comes over me as I understand that there is a lot of people that I unknowingly manipulated into believing this vision of Tekoa. But Tekoa, I never saw as something red. I saw it as peace, as something green. Well, I don't want to rip it out because that, I don't know, it feels ugly. Can I manipulate it to change its aura into something more peaceful, where destiny is removed and this idea of the collective of peace is instilled?
I think your options with this thing that you have grabbed inside of Mock, it is writhing like an angry snake. It is trying desperately to get out of your hand. Your options right now are yank it out or let go of it. Now, Mock asked you to remove destiny from him.
Can you do it? Especially after what was just done to you.
The thing is, I do want to remove it.
But you just learned what that feels like. Have it removed without your say-so.
But he has Mock say so. Mock practically ordered him to do it.
For the record, I have stepped in between Briar and Mock.
I say to you, take a step back. As I grab it, I push Mock. I push Mock back. And I hold on to that rage, that feeling of deception. Hold on to it for just a second as I then think, I will not be like destiny. I will not deceive. I'll be better, only to promote peace.
So do you pull it out of him?
And I let it go. I disperse it. As I pull it out, I disperse it.
I will say, as you pull it out, it actually shatters. This thing that you can sort of feel actually breaks into a million pieces and disperses. You have cured Mock. Teacher, you see this happen differently.
Yeah.
You cannot perceive what it is that he has grabbed and pulled. What you perceive is the nanites, the technological side of it. They all lose power and shut off.
Oh.
They're still in there, but they're dead.
Fascinating. Mock, he did it.
I go back to my bed and I just sit down on it, putting my head on my hands.
You are free of destiny. Brother Briar has indeed stopped the control. You shall not be seized by destiny again.
Good.
Yes, you can go about and make your wool.
I think that's an excellent idea. You should go speak with the captain.
All right. And I will say, Mock, as he's going up, this is when Eddie meets him as you're coming down.
Eddie looks very heartbroken for what he's about to say to Mock.
No, you're still in the room.
I send him away, and then a minute later, I think to myself, wait a second. Nobody's going to believe him.
What do you say, Eddie?
Well, first, I go up to Mock, and I kind of just instinctively give him a hug.
Squeeze contest!
I whip out as this is happening.
You guys just ribs cracking, the wood breaks.
God.
And I say, you know, you're probably the closest thing I've ever had to a son, Mock.
I don't think Grace would like it.
I would literally die for you.
You might.
But I let go.
Oh, I win.
Yes. But I'm gonna have to leave you, Mark.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm gonna go beat Destiny.
That's where I'm going.
You can't. Destiny will take you over again.
No, he won't.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
So, 1 second. Eddie,
Blind man, take Destiny out.
he did it, Eddie. Brother Briar did successfully eliminate,
He put it in.
killed the infection, one might say.
He looks very confused. And he says, "What? How?"
I am very interested to discover more about that myself. And I want to, actually, because Mock took off really fast, what can I do would this be an observe or maybe a...
What are you trying to do?
I want to see...
Tell me what you're doing.
I want to see, now that this has happened, I want to see if I can figure out from a technological standpoint what Briar did. Did he fry the software? Did he hack it? Did he burn it? What caused the nanotech in Mock to shut down?
Okay, there are many pieces to this information.
Yep.
You will not get it from any sort of observation. You will get it strictly from know plus intelligence.
Okie dokie.
You can boost your intelligence if you wish.
I am definitely going to do that. Boost my intelligence. So cognitive boost, intelligence up to 3. And then I am going to... And you said a no check? All right. All right. Oh, that's pretty good. So that's an 8 plus 1 plus 3. So that's 12.
12. It can be better. You guys want to spend any coins about it?
Sure. Yes.
It can be better.
Yeah, we got a lot last session. I'm willing to put in.
And it was teacher that got most of them for you.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm willing to put at least one to make it 13. You guys want to go to 14
Let's do 14.
Go 14?
Yeah.
to make it.
No, fuck it, 15.
Well,
Why stop there?
Or more. If you spend 7, take it to 15.
Ooh.
yeah, because right now we're at 3 for 14.
Okay, 14.
No, 4.
3 makes it 14.
Yeah, 14.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
3. I think 14 is good.
Everyone agree? All right.
Yeah. That's only above excellent.
So you know this. Destiny was originally a spell created by Asarius, but not just a spell. As you now know, it was Arcanotech. It was a fusion of both technology and magic. The technological part of it is what you've been interacting with. It's the nanites.
Yes.
What he did was not technological. It was purely magic. He interacted with the other half of the equation. But this magical working was so complex and so intricate and well thought out that for 2 million years, no wizard or god in existence could figure out how to detect it or turn it off. You now know that for half that time it was sentient, and that probably had something to do with it, but by Another piece of it was that it was partly technological and technology had been forgotten.
Yeah.
Another piece of it is that the many different spells, it's more what Worlds Without Number would call a working than a spell. It's an extremely intricate interweaving of many spells. What he must have pulled out was the piece of it that powers the nanites.
Power cells.
Oh shit. Okay.
Something like these nanites have been around for 2 million years. How do they still work? There's no physical scientific invention that can power something that long, especially as it's replicating. So it must be something akin to like an eternal flame spell that keeps powering these nanites basically perpetually.
Yeah.
That's your best guess. He probably ripped out the power source. Why was he able to do it? Do you think that you said anything to her about what you sensed in Mock?
I did ask you when you twitched earlier, before everybody went up deck, what you saw. So,
Hiding emotions, I probably didn't say anything.
Okay.
there.
Okay. Still, you spent coins for it to get to the 14, so I'll say that you do have an inkling of why he was able to do this for Mock and not any of the other 100 people in the room.
Yeah.
You know what the Ermin are. You have information because even though they're for almost all of their existence, they've been secret from most of the population of the planet. They're also pretty pivotal, and so the Archons know about them.
Uh-huh. Of course.
The Ermin cannot be controlled. It's in the name of every place they've lived. The Untamed Lands, Indomitus, they are uncontrollable because they are the result of the fusion of human beings with chaos magic.
It's chaos magic. He pulled out the chaos magic.
Well,
Burned it out.
No, he didn't burn out the chaos magic. The chaos magic is part of Mock. But what he did, all Ermin have destiny. You know that information.
Yes.
But also, you're thinking probably Destiny has a looser grip on them than it does on, say, the orcs or humans because of their chaos magic. When Mock got mad, that chaos flared up and Destiny's grip loosened. So you suspect it may be more difficult for him to cure a human, but at least there's a start here.
Yes. Chaos is a tool to fight destiny. And that makes sense.
Eddie says, wait, what's going on here?
Father took Destiny out.
Just like that? That easy?
Actually, no. Mock may be a special case because of his people's connection to chaos magic. It makes you resistant. But this is very good. This is very.
I don't know magic.
It's who you are. You are hard to defeat. You are hard to control because of who you are.
Not magic. Muscle.
In a way.
Am I magic? It's a Mock whispers.
And I say, I'm not sure, but I think you're more muscle than magic.
I think so too. Magic's for cowards. And Eddie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, big coward.
No.
As you say.
But I
I'm
did
gonna
kill
run
that
back
dinosaur.
downstairs because I'm not leaving Briar unattended for more than as long.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring Mock up to the deck to Sally and tell her what happened. And I'm gonna be like, well, Sally,
I'm like, Eddie, can this wait? We're dealing with crew stuff here.
and I say, no, this is kind of important. Looks like the brother downstairs just cured Mock of Destiny.
Wait, what?
He grabbed a big nothing, and then he pulled it, and nothing came out, and then it was gone.
Teacher confirmed it.
Teacher confirmed it. Can Brother Briar do that to the rest of the crew?
As far as teacher told me, it would be way more difficult to do it on non-urban.
Huh.
So this might be a special case.
Brother Briar,
When you come in,
yes, you did it.
well, when you come in, would you say there's rope?
Rope on you?
No, in the cell.
Again, I think all tools. It says probably
Yeah.
not even a candle.
We did say there's a lot of hammocks lying around
That is
outside.
okay.
And
Noted.
hammocks are noted for their rope content.
I mean, it's a ship. There's ropes everywhere.
Yeah.
When you're coming in,
Yes.
I am tying up a noose.
Okay, no. No, no, no,
Son of
no,
a
no, no,
biscuit.
no, 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 no. Brother Briar, do you know what you have just done? You just cast destiny out of an individual. This is extraordinary.
No, what I did was ruin my legacy for what I promoted. What I did was become something that is an affront to everything that I have believed in. It will not matter what you do. It will not matter what this group does. Save the world, destroy destiny. The world will react as it always does. Trample on the small. War being what it is,
Yes.
will destroy everyone. That is my vision. That is ultimately what I see. And it does not matter what I do, no matter what I promote.
Brother, if what you want is to bring about perfect peace on Earth,
Archonia.
you are on Archonia. Sorry.
On this flat disk of a world.
On this flat disk of the world, flying through the back on
It's actually
four
more deep.
elephants. It will never happen. Mankind will, and elf kind and orc kind. You cannot cure the hearts of people. You cannot change the forces that push on people towards selfishness. But that doesn't mean that it's not a fight worth fighting. Every generation that is born, I have seen civilizations, generations rise and fall, and they need people like you. If what you vision is Destiny's lie was to promise you that someday there would be a world where hatred and war and death are no more, because that will never happen. But every generation will fight for peace. Every generation
You're right to
can
say.
leave something better.
Every generation. Honora and Jesper Briar did their damnedest in Linamere to create something
Yes.
worthwhile. I carry that vision, and all that I brought was shame to my family. All that I brought, now knowing what we are, was a parasite to consume them.
And
Oh, if
one
I
of
had
those-
Destiny's power, I would change the hearts of everyone. For
You
peace.
did have Destiny's power, and you see what it did. Brother, this is the true you. This is your opportunity to go out there and to your ideals are not wrong. Destiny took what was good in you and corrupted it to his own purposes. We like to think that we walk through this world and that we always make the right choices, that every choice we make leads us closer to our goals, and it hurts when you make the wrong choice, when you look back and you realize that you've been walking in the wrong direction. But it doesn't mean that wanting to take the journey is wrong. It doesn't mean that when you realize you've made a mistake that you can't turn around, because that's when you can help other people, not just from a place of knowledge, but from a place of having made the same mistake. None of us, not even the Archons that I serve, not even the gods themselves, can say that they have made no mistakes in their lives, have made grave mistakes with terrible consequences. But the question is, when you realize the mistake, will you learn from it? And will you use that?
How many mistakes can I make? I have, 20 years left of my life before, if I'm lucky?
At
You
this
will make
moment,
more.
can Sally go in and barge in?
Absolutely.
We're having kind of a hard
And I'm like, Brother Briar, I heard you fix Mock. Can you fix the rest of my crew?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, how the hell did you fix Mock?
chaos magic, Captain. The Erman has chaos magic within him, as do all of his people. Brother Briar connected to that chaos. Chaos is the antithesis of destiny.
Well, can he add more chaos into someone else and like disturb whatever's in their bloodline?
That is an excellent question. This has opened all kinds of exciting avenues of inquiry.
Eddie, did you come down when Sally ran past you?
I'm probably coming in now.
Okay.
And I'm like, look, I think Destiny wanted you or was trying to take you back because you can block him somehow.
All right. So there's something here that has been said multiple times at this point in the conversation, but only Sally and Eddie could possibly put this together. So I want you both to roll a know check plus intelligence.
I rolled
Please.
an 8, I think. That's my no.
Well, she got 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I just saw the 2. I was like, come on.
Oh no, I rolled a 7. I got a 0 no.
Eddie?
4. We might have to put some coins to Sally.
No,
What did you
guys.
roll?
The DM's hint.
You said no?
Yeah. No plus intelligence.
I have no intelligence. I rolled a 7.
Wait. 4, 5. I'm willing to give Sally some coins.
One
get up.
coin gets Sally to a success.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to make it.
What do I know?
You know that she's talking about chaos magic. Mm-hmm. You've never heard this term in connection with Ermin, but you have heard of it in connection with a chaos lord.
Yes.
Oh.
And according to the Abraxiel that was bodily yanked out of your bedchamber
Yeah.
last night,
I haven't even told Eddie about it yet.
said chaos. Yeah, you did. You told well, you only told teacher, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't have a
So
10.
Eddie's role didn't matter anyway. But yeah. So according to what Abraxiel said, Zaylin is one of the people that Destiny is currently controlling and using against the rest of the council, as is Throck, another Erman.
Yeah.
Destiny's pawns on the council are imbued with chaos magic.
Okay.
We could.
We can free them.
And while you're thinking that, I'm
Says
saying,
Max.
will you come with me? You have many options before you, but
Chaos magic.
yes,
That's ringing a bell.
yes.
Teacher, I think I told you last night, or the other night, that Abraxel was taken captive by Throck, basically the god of the and
Yes.
and a chaos lord. They say something or the other.
Well, Chaos Lord does sound extremely promising.
I think I know why Destiny wanted you, Brother Briar. You can free the councilmen whose Destiny's been in control of.
Free the gods who have done shit all for us.
No,
Actually, I understand the council to not very decidedly not be
the
gods.
council are mortals, from what I understand.
Yeah, they were mortals first.
They're mortals who became so superpowered. They were created, or they joined together to be a check against the gods. But now that some of the gods have been affected by Destiny, and now that the council has been affected, there has been no balance.
But
There has not been any balance.
you could save. Yeah, you could save them.
Brother Briar,
Maybe the Zalen guy can imbue chaos into the rest of the world so that they can fight off destiny.
and maybe my lords, the Archons, will have more ideas. We have been searching for tools, for weapons to fight destiny. And Brother Briar, you have put a tremendous one in your hands. And it could be that as hard as the path you have been on has been, it may be, you may be the key now, because of what you have suffered, to freeing and to freeing people from destiny and moving them towards a truer, more honest peace, not the peace of slavery.
I want, before you say anything back, you can choose know or notice, plus your wisdom.
Know or notice.
Yeah.
Know is higher because that's +3.
And then we're like, oh, by the way, Abraxiel tried to come to me for help the other night.
What?
Yeah. The squid guy. Sorry, and all the excitement.
That is 11. If that does not succeed,
It does.
11, 12.
11 was good.
12 is better.
When teacher says to you, we've been looking for a weapon against destiny and you just put a big one into our hands, it clicks into place with the question that you asked when destiny was talking to you. Why did you choose me? You did not get your powers from destiny. Destiny took you because you had those powers.
I had them all along.
Whatever it was, you don't know the source of your ability, but you know people, right? Mm-hmm. You've seen what it's like when someone's being shady. You know that destiny dodged that question every time you asked him. He took you because you were a threat if he didn't.
Removing you from the chessboard.
No, we're not moving him from the chessboard. We're moving him. We're moving him to our side.
Well, that's
where
what
he belonged all the
That's
time.
what Destiny tried to do. But
Briar, come with me to outer space. I want to take you to meet the Archons. I want them to meet you. I want them to learn from you.
Speaking of outer space,
The last line I'll say to this is, may this be my legacy.
I know a teacher when I see one.
all right, Nebula.
Nice one.
So, Asarius, you have been given a room, a bowl to eat out of, and
Mostly beer.
beer for Renly, beer for Asarius.
Do you have to eat that in front of me?
Whiskey for my men, beer for my...
I think for now you're.
Yeah, I snack when I work.
I'd like to join Asarius in the room away from Anna. Oh, I've had your Anna name tag up the whole time you were Corinthian. Just
Oh, man.
Well, okay, everybody.
we gotta redo the whole entire episode.
to the break. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to know, now that you're escaped from the stone on another planet, and then for the first time since you got here, have a little bit of time to yourself. What do you think Asarius is doing?
Before or after the beer?
You could during.
Okay.
Before or after
Also
masturbation.
Renly's with you, so
Yeah.
that's as close to alone as it gets for you.
Yeah. Definitely. I would look out the window
There it
and see what the planet looks like.
Okay. It looks surprisingly like Archonia. It's you don't recognize the plants, but yeah, it's
I kind of expected like different colors or something.
you haven't seen too much of it. Just what you can see out the window, the sky is still blue, the plants are still green.
Low budget sci-fi.
Original series Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, first order of business. Wow, shoot. Part of me just wants to relax after all that, but we gotta get to work. We do need to contact. I'm talking to Renly, by the way. I'm kind of talking to myself out loud, but
Same thing.
yeah, same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
So I'm kind of pacing. First thing we gotta do is contact the ship and get them moving in our direction with those redstones. Then I suppose that's the big one. Then we need to reassess our position amongst the future battle here. I feel like we might have an opportunity to maybe get some allies, some extra allies on our side, maybe some dragons. Maybe not all of them seemed entirely, completely committed to Destiny. Some of them might just take the bigger paycheck, honestly.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
Dragons are very useful if you're trying to kill a lot of people. Is that what we're trying to do?
No, so I had a thought about. Hear me out on this. I don't know if you'll understand this, but just try to picture it.
Sure.
So the way, at least originally, the way the sort of plague, we'll call it a plague, worked. They're all the way Destiny, I guess now, controls it all. They are connected. I'm trying to put this in words, simple words.
Sure.
They are connected in some sort of web. If we are able to manipulate that web or shut it down or interrupt it, I have a feeling we might be able to undo all, if not most, of his control over at least people. But that's... I don't even know where to begin. That's just a thought off the top of my head.
Well, I have a thought about that.
Yes.
I don't know that it's helpful, but more in the area of defining the problem. There's two things stopping you from just turning this all off. One is it's been 2 million years and you can't remember.
Yep.
The other one is Destiny changed how magic works. Did he also change how physics works?
For the most part, no.
Okay, so the part of him that is technological probably still works the same way. But the magic, if he's made of magic, and he changed how magic works in the universe, then, well, like, why would he do that?
Possibly to prevent me from altering it. Or there was a reason he needed to change it that we're not seeing.
It's like doing surgery on yourself.
He altered himself.
He altered himself.
You know, up to this point, I assumed it was just the change that altered magic. I never stopped to think that somebody might have actually changed it on purpose.
Well, I think we were saying the other day, and you figured this out the other day right before you escaped the stone, that he also changed the dragons in the process of changing magic. He buffed them. He did something to himself, probably. What was the point of all that? You were a fox.
Probably, yeah. I was not a threat to him.
Yeah.
No, thanks. Side note, actually, a weird thing happened when I was in the stone. I was still a fox. Like, Destiny made sure to point out the fact that I wasn't even my original body. And I could have been. But the weird thing is, I barely remember what I looked like.
Well, you've been a fox much longer than you were a humanoid.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that's just a random thought I was pondering. Why did he change it? Well, originally the spell did not control non-mortals.
Sure.
So perhaps he needed to amplify it or somehow gain more power to control more than mortals.
But does he control? Well, he controls a goddess, right?
Yes.
She's in the youngest of the sisters. We learned that.
Yes.
But she was born mortal. She was infected before she ascended.
So it was that did he get her power? Was that his way in? Did he backdoor the gods?
Let's rephrase.
Got that sexual content in.
There you go.
I don't know hacker lingo anyway. So he found a way in.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. That's what makes sense, right?
I mean, that's
You didn't create him to be sentient. You didn't even give him the ability to be sentient, but he was inside a mortal body at the time when that body experienced apotheosis.
shit. I never considered that when I built it.
Why would you? You were trying to kill all the gods, not
Yeah.
turn people into more gods.
Yeah, I also never, at the time, I didn't fully understand that mortals could become gods. Anyway, do you think
Well, Fetch did.
Fetch knew?
Well, Fetch was immortal.
Yeah,
You were friends with her.
yeah.
Didn't put that one together, huh?
No.
Well, you live, you learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last time,
Seems so simple now that we're talking about it.
last time you tried to destroy the whole world, we pulled it out. It was okay. It's going downhill again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. The last time you destroyed the whole world by accident.
Thank you.
Yes. We squeaked by it. And when I say we, I mean you guys. I wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll put the cork back in the bottle on this one.
Yeah. First we need to figure out if there's any other gods that are controlled.
As far as we know, there's only two ways to spread destiny, right? Reproduction, which means your parents were infected, or voluntarily, which means you choose to have someone give it to you.
So hopefully it is just the one god.
Yeah, gods are a prideful lot. I don't see too many of them volunteering to join a cult.
No, usually they want to be the cult.
Yeah. So it's probably still just her, hopefully. How many gods do we know?
You're writing all this down for me, right? I have pause. You see it.
I'll remember it.
Okay, great.
I'm a fake construct.
This is Steve just talking.
Basically, Remy's writing it down.
I imagine I'm pacing all over, even like across his notes as he's writing them, in the way. Okay, so first order. So there's so much to think about now. That just opened a lot of doors. So that's our access in. Maybe we need to. That's kind of where I wanted to go originally. Anyway, was talk to
the gods?
specifically.
Fetch?
Yeah,
Well, listen to this. Here's a wild idea.
yeah.
I'm going to throw this out, and I have a feeling you're not going to like it.
Do you think she's still trying to kill me?
I mean, well, here's the thing. We met her, right?
Yeah.
And when we met her, she didn't try to kill you. But before that, she sent assassins after you.
Was that Fetch or was that
That was both things were Alvin.
both? Okay, obvious.
Yeah. So probably one of the two times she was under control of destiny. Probably when she sent the assassins.
Probably.
Because why would she want to kill you if not for that reason?
I mean, a few reasons.
Sure. Okay, fine. But here's my pitch. The three sisters are the most powerful gods in Archonia.
Combined.
Yeah, combined, but probably any one of them is more powerful than any of the other gods at this point because of the sheer number of worshippers, right? So, however, the one of them that we know to be infected is potentially the weakest of them, definitely the youngest. The strongest is Reese Krabon.
I don't think Reese will like seeing
I don't
me.
think she would like to see you, and she is the goddess of death, like the one original. But, you know, you killed her, so now you're even. You've been a fox for 2 million years, now you're even, right?
I hope.
So all you need to do is convince her to kill her granddaughter. You know, the one that she granted divinity to in order to make herself more powerful and protect herself from, you.
I hope you just strike him dead when you see him.
You know that I hate everything you just said so much.
Uh-huh. Right. So who's going to help us other than the two goddesses that are more powerful than the one that wants to kill us?
No, you're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get our friends here first.
Right.
And solve that issue.
I was talking to Psycho, and he said...
Thank you, Alex.
He said they're planning to send a signal soon to their agent who's on the ground there.
Is that how they communicate?
Not usually. He says that normally she has to be at a specific console on the planet in order to talk, and the rest of the time they don't have access to her. But this specific signal, they're sending basically to recall her digitally. So her mind is going to come somewhere else, leaving her body behind, but they're sending something that will transmute her body into the enhancement, or for your friends, right?
Why has it got to be called?
Enhancement orb?
Sorry.
Friends? Which thing?
No, the enhancement.
Okay. They can implant a one-time message with that signal.
Oh, okay.
That's what he told me.
Damn, I was hoping to actually talk to my homies. Okay.
Maybe the message can be us.
Yeah, let's find out if we can make that so.
Well, if we want to, the message could be go back to the console and then we can talk to them, or the message could be come here.
Well, it sounds like the message is the, end of their...
Well, their agent is going to not be there anymore after the message gets sent.
Oh, they can go to the console and talk through.
Yeah.
They don't need the agent.
Sally and Eddie can go to the console.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought
Writing some
it was
documentation.
specifically through the teacher.
Yeah, we can send one message through teacher, and she'll say whatever we say to say, and it can be to tell Sally and Eddie to go back to the console.
Yes.
Or it can be to tell Sally and Eddie to fly up. And maybe Grieve will help them with how to get here once they're out of the atmosphere.
Have Grieve tell them to go to the console and call us.
Okay, Grieve can't actually talk to them until they do go to the console.
Have Grieve send the message to go to the console.
Okay, we'll send a message to teacher. Teacher can tell them to go to the console, and then they talk to Grieve.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Now, do you want to send the message, or?
No, I want to keep it a surprise. They don't know.
That's a good point. You don't speak English.
That's true.
Common. Accladorian common.
I do speak.
That's the name of the language.
And then creating this.
Yeah.
Wow.
You speak so many languages, by the way. Very impressive. You just can't actually speak any of them.
And a lot of them are dead languages.
Yeah. Teacher,
Yeah,
you receive a signal.
I sure do.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yes, I do want to go to space. Is that what you said?
No, well, so the message from Asarius is not going to be presented to you guys until teacher activates the process.
Oh, okay.
When that happens, teacher is not here anymore.
Okay.
I understand.
But she has not told us.
She hasn't told us this yet.
No, I haven't.
No.
But you are now receiving the signal, and once you connect to it and activate it, you are going to be transmitted away, and the stone in your chest will be turned into the enhancement.
Oh,
I would like to, before I do that, we're still on queer.
Yeah, you guys are still on clear.
I would like to ask everybody to come with me to the transmission room, to the control room under the temple.
Okay.
All these three.
Sally, Eddie, do you let Corinthian come?
I'm like, I'm like, are you?
I mean, he's supposed to be free.
He's free, right?
He is. Whatever he does now is his own decision.
Teacher, why do you need all of us to come
Yeah.
to the?
Is everything okay, teacher?
And are you including Gertie?
That is, yes, that's what Matt just asked me. Yes, I think I am.
Okay. Yeah.
Teacher is not aware she's an NPC.
Yeah, teacher does not know who's a PC and who's an NPC.
No,
Gertie's important to the ship, so...
I know many things, but not that.
Yes.
And I say something wrong, teacher?
It's not that something is wrong, but that the situation has changed significantly. I have told you that I must report in, and
I thought you did that yesterday.
yes, but even since yesterday, the situation has changed even more.
Oh, you mean with Brother Briar and knowing that he could do something with chaos, reinforce chaos in someone's body?
Yes. I wish to
what's
report
happening
in
right now?
one more time. I have.
One more time. What do you mean, one more time?
I do wish you. I think the Archons need you, Corinthian. I think we need you quite a lot. I want to be sure that they are aware of you before I have to go.
Go?
Go?
We're going
Go where?
together. Are you going to a different place? Are we meeting? Wait, are you going? What's happening right now?
I was brought here to accomplish a particular mission, and that mission has been accomplished. And
What was your mission, teacher?
She was a backup for Eddie Bones, and she
was-
has now determined why Eddie Bones wasn't functioning properly.
I was here to make contact with the Archonite.
I kind of.
And to assess, my primary mission was to find the Archonite, discover what the malfunction was, and my secondary mission was to gather the state of things on the ground. I have a great deal of intelligence to report back, but right now I am needed elsewhere.
What? Because I just thought you needed to find a transport place or a harbor.
Yes,
But it was really Eddie Bones.
yes.
I step forward and grab your elbow. Teacher, you have really been the only one that's been advocating for my freedom here. If you are gone, who's to say that they don't?
I wish to see you settled, Corinthian Briar, before I leave this world. That is the last thing that remains.
Teacher, I may never be settled. You know so much. I mean, greater knowledge than any one of us know. Why leave now?
Because there are those who have knowledge beyond me. And just as sometimes I must trust in others, this is one of those times that I must trust that if I am called away, I leave behind something of greater value. I wish, Corinthian Fire, to make sure that the Archons are aware of you, and that we have, if you are right, that you may never be settled. None of us are. None of us are ever settled. Me least of all. But I wish then, if not to settle the future, to settle the next step.
Wait, so you said your mission was to fix me?
Yes. Do you feel fixed? Are you satisfied with your healing?
No one has healed me at all. Nothing, I don't think anything has changed.
What changed is that they know why you weren't working,
Yes.
and it actually turned out to be a good thing.
Yes. The situation is, for From a certain perspective, it is better, and from a different perspective, it is much, much worse for you because of the double werewolf fight. But I can't really do anything about that.
Eddie's just like, let me just take me to these guys so I can talk to them, please.
Excellent idea. Let me
Because I'm gonna give them a word right now.
And I literally pet you on the head.
I'm like, teacher,
yes.
I didn't trust you initially, but
No.
you saved my life.
Yes.
And I thank you for your work on my crew.
Of course.
Training mock. Doing all the little shitty tasks I asked you to do.
I enjoy tasks.
And you were a great help. I thank you for your service.
And
You are very welcome, Captain.
is this goodbye? Is this what this is?
Well,
It sounds like she said her mission is done.
I was gonna ask the same question.
Yes.
Also, I think you owe my bosun an explanation.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been here the whole time. I get it.
Yes.
You.
can we afford to lose our bosun?
Gertie, I'll give you a raise.
Gertie,
Well,
I will not be the same. I am. What you see is both myself, the person that I am, and also this
shell, right? You told me.
shell. Yes. I may be returning. This shell is not leaving. Only me.
In a shell.
I may not be a person when I next awake.
But you might be like a boat.
Yes.
Probably won't be that, though.
A boat?
In a boat.
A ship? Will you be the ship who sang?
Now that's a good deep cut. Yeah.
Yeah. For all you Ed McCaffrey fans.
Nerds.
Yeah. I have greatly enjoyed my time with all of you. I am very glad you were the ones to find my box in that cave.
Well, you're welcome, but
So the shell part.
Yes.
What do we do with it?
Oh, I don't know. Check it off the island.
Oh,
Are you gonna need it again, or like?
Well, that's the other option. You could. I would suggest, and I assume by now we're walking down,
Yeah.
yeah.
Down there.
yeah.
and I'll wave my hand. This would be a good place. Do you still have that box?
Oh, you want to put it in here?
We found you in?
Yes.
No, you walked out of it, so we didn't take an empty box with us.
Well, perhaps you would be so kind to find a new box.
And put you in here? I mean, why can't we just send her shell to the planet?
Shipping costs.
The reason is, if you ever need to come back to Archonia, having a shell already here is the easiest way.
Yeah.
Fucking Amazon.
Yeah, I know.
Well, let's just keep the shell down here at the bottom of the temple.
Yes. This would be an ideal place to keep me.
Yeah, well, I get
Or not me, but
Well, I guess we could ask Crew if you can, if your shell could stay.
you could certainly ask him if you think that would be polite.
I get it.
I was
I'm a
intending
sailor.
to say.
I just got maybe a little too. I didn't think it'd be quite so fast. That's all.
I will take Birdie's hand. I have greatly valued our time together, Birdie. You guys go on ahead. We'll be just a sec. And just sort of shoo you all down the ramp ahead of me.
I give you time.
I'm definitely getting
Me
ready
too.
to talk off these Archons.
I have appreciated your kindness.
No.
Oh.
Likewise. Hey, like I said, not my first rodeo.
You are a wonderful person, Gertie.
No, I'm not.
You
Let's
are.
go. Add some things. Let's
Many
go.
things.
Let's go talk to your space angels.
I will miss you very much.
I miss you too. Are you coming back?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Likely not, but stranger things have happened. I am.
I saw a man turn into a bat.
That is extremely strange.
Yeah.
I mean, she might come back in like 1,000 years.
Not stranger than finding a hot lady in a box.
It's not stranger than seeing dragons.
You're right. Scott reading remote.
Well,
I've been to many places, but none of them have dragons and none of them have you. I hope that I am sent back here. And I hope that you are still here when I return.
Me and her grandchildren. Maybe.
I didn't have fall in love with a space robot on my card when I ran away from home. But
Why not?
just wasn't on my list of things to do. I was more concerned with like earning a living.
Well, funny things happen on our way to earning a living.
They sure do. All right, I'll miss you. Let's go.
I give her a kiss on the cheek.
And be like,
Walk hand in
teacher,
hand.
no one actually knows how to use this thing except for you.
She turns it into a full lip lock.
Yep. It's me. Love it.
And while you're doing that, Sally's like, teacher, do I press this button?
Search sequence activated.
Been here for a million
The
years.
kiss of doom.
I will go ahead and flip on the switch.
I don't know if we'll have a chance to ever say this, but I'm sorry I didn't trust you.
I'm very glad I didn't trust you. I'm even gladder to discover the part of you that was real underneath all of it.
I feel like Takoa itself bears a bad message these days. And what you said to me back at the brig, I struck a chord. Perhaps the true meaning of what it is I'm doing, my real legacy. If ever you come back, seek out the creed of teacher.
What have you done?
Oh, for
says
Pete's
Grief.
sake. To me or to him?
To you. You already flipped the thing on.
And I say,
He heard that whole bit.
I was about to say that. I was about to fix it. Seek out the creed of Corinthian Briar. Of a teacher. Of being a teacher. Of learning and teaching others what you know. And always working towards peace.
Then if you would allow it, I would remove Brother Briar and go by teacher. As a remembrance of you.
I would be deeply honored, Teacher Briar. Okay,
Teacher,
so
why have you not activated the sequence?
I
Self-destruct.
bring additional news, and I would like to upload a beautifully designed presentation deck that carefully walks through all of what I have learned about what Brother Briar can do, what I saw him do, the potential implications for what it could mean on the council, to the captured council members, and end with a nice little suggestion slide that politely and respectfully but firmly proposes that that Teacher Briar here should come to space, and that the Archons should should learn from him what he can do with chaos magic.
A message has been sent to you, which
Yes.
you would have recited
Yes,
had you activated the process.
indeed.
The message would have called Eddie Bones and Sally One Eye to the console you now stand at so that I could inform them of further information.
Can we hear what you're saying?
Yeah, you're all in the
Oh, or like-
this is a video call basically, except it's with Grief is invisible. So,
Well, forgive my impertinence in wishing to be here for this final message, but I would be remiss to leave, I felt, without conveying this final information and receiving final orders. If now is the time for me to activate this message, I am ready.
the message is now irrelevant as you have brought them here anyway.
Order 66.
That was it.
Sally one Eddie Bones. We have known for some time that you are in possession of the lost vessel, Captain Greybeard.
Yeah, it's a great ship.
Are you aware that it can fly?
Of course.
Yeah, we've been flying all over the place.
It can fly?
Oh, you've only been flying on Archonia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need you to fly out of Archonia.
See, I told you we should have gone to those other islands.
Well, yeah, that was our plan initially, but remember all the stuff with Destiny and...
Can I have the mic? Can I have the mic?
You're not there. Grieve is on the moon. Grieve is on an outpost on the moon. He's not on Nebula with you.
God.
In fact, he's on the moon named after Dara.
Nefarious backdoor into the conversation.
No, not yet. He doesn't remember anything yet. But yeah, Grieve is gonna say to you, the moon, Doro.
Our ship, are you saying it can fly to the moon?
It can fly anywhere, but if you come to Doro, you call it the consort, or the granddaughter, the smallest moon of your planet. That is where I am. Fly the Wayfarer here, pick me up, and I can help you initiate a spike drill.
What? What's a spike drill?
Yeah, what's a spike? But
And he's got a thing.
And how does our ship fly to the moon?
yeah, what?
Fly me to the moon.
Do it.
Hey, we got a raid.
Hey guys! How does our ship fly to the moon? Like, is there air?
Yeah, because we noticed that the higher we go, the thinner the air gets.
I don't know if you guys are watching, but Destiny Awaits is a threat on this stream.
Oh no, Destiny is the big bad.
Destiny is awaiting.
Yeah, Destiny's the name of our big bad here, but thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't read most of what you said because it's
Oh
too far
no,
away.
being raided by
so funny.
Here, you want to
Destiny.
read that for us?
We glided from Liu to join your tabletop adventure as keeping would say, let's shape our fate in Archonia with resolve and pride.
That's right. Woohoo!
For glory.
Roll for glory.
Thank you so much.
Love
guys.
Appreciate you coming here. Hope your game went well. All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Where were we?
Anyway,
Fly me to the moon.
Yeah, but isn't there like no air?
Yeah, that was the issue when we did that one maneuver, remember?
Yeah, we went really high, but the air got really
we couldn't
thin.
breathe.
We couldn't breathe.
The Wayfarer will keep a pocket of atmosphere around it when you leave
Atmosphere?
the planet. Air.
Air.
It is surprising that you know that there is no air in space.
Well,
Planet is
we figured because when I fly really high as a bird, the air gets thinner. So
and the last time we took the Wayfarer up, it kept getting thinner and thinner until we had to stop at a certain point.
And I delivered an impromptu lecture on atmospheric pressure on one occasion.
I didn't
I
understand
genuinely
it,
have no
but
idea what you're talking about.
Teacher,
Yes.
it is good that you have not activated your process yet.
Yes.
Please return to the flying apparatus in the center of the Wayfarer and
Yes.
repair it.
Very good.
Then activate your transmission process
okay, but why do you need us to go to the moon?
to pick me up
Why?
so that I can initiate a spike drill. No one on your vessel will
you can't just come here right now.
And also, what is a SPAC drill?
I was just
Exactly.
about to ask, do I already know that?
You do know that. There's so many questions at once.
Who are you again?
This is what happens when you bring a lot of people.
Great timing, right? Right in the middle of the window.
I could come through the portal, but it will be easier for a number of reasons if you come pick me up at the moon. A spike drill is what is required to travel faster than light.
Faster than
light?
If you travel, light travels, it's a long story. To go from your star system to another star system is too long.
Star system?
We haven't finished exploring Archonia.
You have to go to another planet. It's too far away without a spike drill. No one on your vessel knows how to.
Did you get Anon out of his orb?
No.
Then why would we need to go to space?
Because you have the red bindstones from Corinthian Briar's head.
Behind you, teacher visibly flinches and says, "Great, where did I get those? I gave those to you, right?"
Yes, they're in a box.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, don't lose them.
I can hear you.
Yes, boss.
I thought we weren't supposed to bring those out into where.
We won't.
I am not a child that you have to talk around.
No.
He's fine. He's fully recovered.
Eddie can heal your eyes. You do know that, right, Brother Briar?
The answer is still a no to that.
Down on that.
Hey, I didn't say anything. Anyway. Will I be okay going to this moon? And will Sally's dad be okay? Because
yes, he is a werewolf. That might.
Oh my gosh! Tomorrow's the full moon, Eddie.
Because when there's a full moon, I usually
and another one.
So what happens when I go on a moon? This is probably the first time a werewolf goes on a moon.
We will have to find that out. However, I will say
I think you're going to be in chains tonight.
It is known that in times of old, before the magic was altered, werewolves and other lycanthropes were affected by the moon because of the primal instinct it awakened within them. To leave the planet and view the moon from a different perspective does not tap into that primal instinct. It does not access the same magic. The moon in the sky causes a wolf to howl. That is why it causes a werewolf to manifest. If the moon is a thing that you're standing on, it's a fundamentally different thing symbolically.
Whoa.
That's how it worked before.
So if I'm on this moon, will other moons make me turn into a werewolf?
Perhaps the planet will make you turn into a werewolf when it rises.
That's the moon day below deck. Until we know more.
Do moons have moons?
Fascinating. And I will.
Wait. So you're
Will
saying?
this help my mother and father?
Wait, are you saying the magic of the planet
And Eddie.
turns me into a werewolf?
I believe that all lycanthropes have a fundamental connection to primal nature.
So once I'm off the planet, I break that connection.
Maybe. It depends on how things work in the New Age. In the Old Age, a werewolf could leave the planet and still have his lycanthropy, but no longer be triggered against his will by the moon. Until he went to a new planet. And if that planet were similar enough, and its moon similar enough, then it would trigger him.
So if I go to a new planet, I'm cured, right?
Maybe it'll help
That
my
is
mom
not
and
what I
dad. Should we?
Eddie,
That's what I heard.
we're all going to another planet so we can all heal ourselves.
Because if the another planet has moons, I'm cured.
So we need the stones. And the reason that you have to fly the ship up instead of me taking the portal is that you have to fly the ship up anyway.
How long is it going to take for us to get to the moon?
A few hours.
Spike drill.
Spike drill after you get to the moon, and then
Yes.
you can't see him do this. He's invisible.
He did this. I recognize that sound.
Are there treasure planets anywhere around in outer space?
But I say,
There's going to be treasure.
Many.
But Eddie says,
Treasures you have
wait,
dreamed.
wait, guys, we can't leave. The fox is still on the earth. We have to save the fox first.
You didn't tell them?
Tell them
Tell us
what? Did I know? I don't know that.
Yeah,
I did.
We still have
Reed
this.
told you
We
last
still have this.
episode.
We still have this 4-point plan.
Oh, he did?
He
I'm
told you on
sorry.
the call that Asarius. Remember, you guys discussed
Yeah.
the fact that the plan was useless now because Asarius is pre-rescued.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did discuss that. A lot has happened. It's hard to keep
No, we
track.
Wait, what did
no,
you
no.
say?
We
Asarius
didn't discuss.
has
I
already
discussed it
escaped
just
the
with you.
orb.
No, no.
He is-
When are you gonna tell us this?
Done.
And that's it.
All right.
And scene.
So yeah, we'll wrap it up now.
Oh my
the
gosh.
group learns that Asarius is fully just on Nebulon.
Our 4-point plan.
All that work we did, the gnomes, the cannons.
That 3-episode setup.
All for this fucker.
Dealing with this,
Get out himself.
dealing with this blind guy this whole time.
Not torturing Archons the whole time by making
Oh
up bad
my
nicknames.
gosh.
Oh man. Well, listen. I don't know what you guys expect. The man figured out a way to kill gods. Of course, he's going to throw you a curveball every now and then.
When I
True
see
Fane.
this guy,
We're gonna give you a hug.
I'm gonna do something.
He's a
Hold on.
boss.
We still need to kill the dragon, so the plan can still be in effect.
Yeah, but we do that when we come back in January.
No!
For now, I need to wrap up this scene and then we call it a night because it's 11:30.
Okay, fine.
I think we can kill like 2 dragons.
I return to the ship,
Yeah.
to the flight center. I will actually bring Gertie with me. And you know what? And Mock too. And I'm going to show them as I'm doing it how to repair the flight center in the center of the ship.
Okay, Mock does not understand.
Mock
Gertie
doesn't get it at all, but Gertie does.
And yeah, it's actually not broken. It's just there's this the atmosphere thing is just turned off.
Yeah.
And so you can turn that back on.
And it's like, this is extremely important. Do not fail to. If
Yeah,
you are,
we need air to breathe. Got it.
yes.
And then at some point you finish saying your goodbyes. You activate the sequence. Whoever is present when you do it, I assume.
No, I would have done it in private. I would have set Mock away, made sure that we are.
Would you have done it in private, even though they instructed you that your thing is going to become an orb?
That's right. I forgot about that.
Some random pirate was like, whoa, what is this?
You didn't even tell us what an enhancement orb
did
does.
not. I will call down
Grief told
all
you
of
guys.
the
Yeah, Grief told us.
the relevant players, you, and Gertie.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm going to ask Mock to join us too.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, so the enhancement, or when you activate the process, what you guys see is basically teacher shuts off, and then her chest opens up, and the clothes are in the way, but like inside is this ball, a glowing green ball, and it actually floats up out of her. It probably has to come up.
Can y'all describe what's happening?
I must go. My planet.
It sounds like and like you see it float up and then sort of reconfigures. It plays the message telling you to go talk to Grieve, which you already did, and then it instructs you that to be enhanced, you only need to lay your hands upon it.
All right. It's just floating in the air.
Yep.
Yeah, I touch it.
Gertie touches it too. And Mock.
Mock touches it. When we come back, you guys will all be legates.
Whoa.
What did you call my mom?
So we
We're gonna leg it
during
out
this whole
of
time we
here.
don't talk to Asarius at all, right?
No, you haven't had any opportunity to do
So
that.
wanted to break the news again.
Oh man.
I mean, listen, I didn't tell you to pop yourself out on another planet. They had a whole plan. They were going to come rescue you, and you're like, no, I'm going to Nebulon.
Do you think they're smart enough to figure it out?
They're all going to get another half class.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so essentially, this means everyone's rebuilding their character between now and January.
Yeah.
So we get
Okay.
whole new classes and whole new everything.
Yeah, so the way it sort of works is, well, the Legate stuff is complicated, but included in it is heroic classes. Essentially, you each have 2 half classes right now. Sadly, they're both warriors, so she's a full warrior, but everyone else is multi-class.
Yeah.
Being a Legate means you get a 3rd half class.
Oh, so
You're
I
not
could
going to be full warrior anymore. You get to take something else.
I could be a psychic and finally no.
Now, Matt, for you, the only thing I'm mandating is that you go to Stars Without Number or Cities Without Number and take something that justifies your technical.
Can we change our previous classes?
Technical.
Yes, if you want to.
So we have 3 classes.
Yep.
Three
Well,
classes.
up to 3, yeah.
Up to 3.
habits.
So how does that work? So we just take another thing and then follow
It's all in the
whatever?
book. We don't have to
Okay.
explain it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
All
guys.
in.
Good night.
Stars Without
We'll
Numbers.
see